So welcome everyone with yet another very interesting talk that we're going to have today. So again, we're here for InnoSupport. InnoSupport is a project specifically in the healthcare sector about innovation within procurement through innovation. And today we're here with Laura Sanchez. She is project coordinator of the eCare project, and she's from Silo. Laura, can you maybe briefly introduce yourself and briefly introduce your activities as the project coordinator of eCare?
Yes, thank you very much. It's me. As you have mentioned, I'm Laura Sanchez. I am senior manager at Silo, which is a consultancy firm that is based in Madrid that works on innovation policy design and innovation projects design and management for different public and private bodies. And one of the things that we do is that we are an active player in innovation procurement, and due to that we have been the coordinators of the eCare project. So I've been part of the coordination team, and we started the project in 2018 and we finalized it last year. So it was a very intense task that we went through very satisfactorily.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Can you tell us a little bit more about what the eCare project is about?
Yes, sure. So the eCare project was a European initiative, a European funded project by Horizon 2020, and it aimed to develop innovative digital solutions to prevent and manage frailty among older adults. So by promoting independent living and improving their well-being, the project seeks also to alleviate the financial pressure on health and care services that, it's truly a hot topic these days. And this was all done through a pre-commercial procurement instrument and a scheme that involves collaborating with technology providers to co-create and develop innovative solutions that the project wanted to procure. So essentially, eCare was focused on three key pillars or areas. One was early detection and prevention of frailty. So implementing systematic screening approach to identify pre-frailty stages and at-risk individuals. Integrated care models, so developing comprehensive and personalized care plans. And the third pillar was user empowerment. So we wanted and encouraged older adults to actively participate managing their health through user-friendly digital tools. So these were the three pillars of the project, and the project with this wanted to transform the approach to elderly care, ensuring that aging population not only live longer, but also enjoy a higher quality of life.
Super interesting. And you just mentioned that it was a PCP, and as I might have not completely said in the introduction, but we're trying to engage people who have not that much experience in innovation in public procurement. So can you explain a little bit more what that is and why it's so important?
Yes, it's a little bit, it could appear to be complex, but again, it's not that as complex as it might be perceived. The pre-commercial procurement instrument is not a new type of contract or a new type of contract procedure as per the directive of public procurement, but it is an instrument at the disposal of the public entities to procure innovative solutions from the demand side. So pre-commercial procurement, or PCP, as for its abbreviation, as we call it, can be used by governments or health authorities to buy R&D services from companies to develop solutions that are not yet available on the market. So the approach would be something like this. Instead of buying off-the-shelf products, the public sector would say, here is a problem that we need to solve. Can you help us to build something new? That would be the definition, I would say. And in the context of the eCare project, the PCP worked in the following way. So the first thing that we did within the frame of the project was to define the challenge. So we prepared the use case. we raised to ourselves a major question that was how to better detect and prevent frailty in older adults taking advantage of digital tools. For that, we did a desk research analysis. We also inquired the demand side using a public questionnaire that we upload to our website. And finally, we conducted an open market consultation. And just after we had collected all this feedback, we were prepared to launch an open call to innovators, so a PCP tender. So that happened, and we invited innovative companies, innovative technology companies to propose cutting-edge ideas for capable to solve the challenge, really. And once we had awarded the contracts, we entered into a co-development and co-creation phase with several teams, several companies, where we selected and developed the solutions into phases. The first phase was the design of the concept, capable to meet what we were asking for, and only the best solutions moved forward to the next stage, which was a prototyping phase. And we ended up the project with the real world testing. So only the most promising solutions that enter into this long process were piloted with real users. We received a total of 16 applications for the PCP tender, and we ended up with 2 providers of solutions. So that were the numbers that we got. So yes, finally, the project was met its goal to co-develop tailor-made solutions that truly fit the needs of older people and also the care providers before hitting the commercial market.
Very interesting, and I think also very nice for someone who has never done something before to hear the whole process and to also hear the numbers related to that. So thank you very much for that. My next question would be, so if you have one thing that you learned, or one key takeaway, or maybe 2, can also be 3, but what would you say was the most important thing that you take away to a next project or a next PCP?
Yeah. It's difficult to take just 1 or 2, but I'll try to synthesize key takeaways as much as possible. One lesson that I would take, and I think that is one of the biggest lessons from the eCare project, is that the innovation should be problem-driven. We didn't start with the aim to acquire a shiny new gadget. We started with research about what were the older adults' real challenges, like those early signs of frailty and the need for better and more proactive care. So the important lesson that we can take is that to involve from the very beginning those users, in our case, older adults, because you can get a full perspective of what the needs are. There's no need to develop solutions that will end up in a box that no one would use later on. So it's important to get the involvement of the people that's going really to use it afterwards. And another lesson related with the previous one is that co-creation, it's not a powerful tool. So when you co-develop with the real users, not just powerful, but it's beautiful, because the project brought together health professionals, caregivers, technology developers, and also older citizens. So that diversity really helped us to shape the solutions and make them practical, inclusive, and overall, and most importantly, usable. So another tip would be that innovation can happen faster when you have different perspectives coming together. And if I got to get just one final key takeaway, is that partnering both innovators and public services, we saw how that innovation can move from the concept to something that really and actually helps people's lives. So innovation is not just about invention, it's about creating real value in real world settings. That would be so the experience could be long, could be tough, and could be difficult. You should face challenges across the implementation of a PCP project, but the result, it's worth enough.
I think that's absolutely amazing, and I think it's also super interesting to hear this perspective of it's something, it's a tool to achieve what you want, but it's not necessarily that it's only it's not that you do it just because you want to do it, but because it actually drives a solution. So I think that's a very good those are very good takeaways for people who wish to start. Are there any other things that you would like to share? Because I think we already covered so much for someone who who would like to start. Any other remarks or?
No, I would invite everyone to and encourage to start with an innovative demand from the demand side project. We have our InnoSoup project running. So if you need assistance, if you don't know how to do things, look for help, search. There are many different supporters outside and our project InnoSoup, it's just one. We would give advisory services to anyone interested in starting innovation procurement from scratch. And we do have a full different range of services. Either you are a supplier, either you are an innovator, either you are a public procurer from the healthcare sector, we would have a solution for you. So I would encourage everyone to follow our project and to look for specialized services.
Thank you very much. I think that's an absolutely great ending. Thank you very much for all of the new insights, for explaining the eCare project. And thank you.
Thanks to you for the time and for this conversation.
Thank you.